Hey, it's your host Samantha here at Boomin Radio, getting ready for the big Texas game. Texas is actually undefeated this year. They're coming in 5-0. Oh my goodness, please excuse me for almost saying 6-0 because we know that they're going to lose against our Sooners, my alma mater this week. But big storyline this year, Arch Manning, the Manning boy, of course, has had a phenomenal year this year leading this team. This team is probably the most complete team we've seen probably since maybe Colt McCoy was there. Some say even since Vince Young, but this Arch Manning kid, let's talk about him. Projected to be the number one overall pick this year. 6'4", pocket passer, but can also get out and make plays on the run. Can make all the throws on the field. Is so efficient. He's not making very many mistakes. He sat for 2 years behind Quinn Ewers. And now his time is now. He's a redshirt junior. He did take a redshirt year. Last year was his first year starting. But we've seen the schedule. They played a good Missouri team, Ohio State team, a UTSA team that's now ranked. South Carolina was no slouch, and then these were all close games as well. Has really proven himself. And this Texas team, they're coming in with a lot of confidence. The social media, the back and forth between these OU players and these Texas players. Man, this is going to be a good one. But Oklahoma, our team, the question is going to be is, can Slavis, can he hold his own against this team, right? Can he be efficient? Is he going to make mistakes? Is Laletta going to have to come in and also play? Because we're really not trying to see that as fans. We really want to feel like we have a guy who we can trust to go into the game and make the right throws, make the right reads, lead this team. Quarterback is the one position that you don't sub in and out. At running back, at wide receiver, you can get the gadget guys in every once in a while. But this whole season, except the past 2-3 games, we've seen we've seen Laletta and we've seen Slavis go back and forth, and we get it. Coach Scales likes Kevin Laletta a lot, we get it. He's a 5-star, he can make all the throws, he can make all the reads. He can run around, he can be efficient, but he can also be a wild card. It's fun to watch him. But at the same time, it's not his time yet, And is this going to come in to bite us in the butt, where we don't have a starter who has been used to starting or is competent, where he doesn't feel like he'll be taken out if he makes a mistake? Will this bite us in the butt? I hope not. But if it does, what can you say? What can you say? Martin Slavis is a great quarterback. I believe in Martin Slavis. I really do. I think that he could be a first-round draft pick next year. I think that he could be in the Heisman conversation next year as well. I think that he could be, the Sam Bradford, that everyone is always comparing him to. But he's not going to be that until we make him be that. Until we say, hey, Martin, you have all the keys. Martin, we believe in you. You can do this. You have a guy in Taylor Tatum in the backfield who we can give the ball to, who can be your security blanket. Just trust us, just trust the system. You have these wide receivers all over the place. Just trust us, But yes, that's the storyline going into that game. Can Slavis finally take a hold of this team and this program and take us to the next level and make us a force to be reckoned with, and a team that isn't seen as a 2 QB team that they don't know who's going to start next week. And don't get me wrong, both of these quarterbacks are ultra talented, and we have another 2 or 3 behind them that are ultra talented. We have a great defense as well, with NFL prospects all over the field, with superstars all over the field. We have a great receiving core, we have great running backs, but for some reason, 6 weeks into the season, we're still talking about who's going to start for this team. This is definitely the talking point across the nation, talking point across college football. Who's going to start? Who's going to finish the game? I mean, we know Slavis is going to start the game. Will he finish the game? And if we lose, will it be because our defense wasn't getting enough stops, or Slavis threw a late interception, or Slavis just had a bad game, but he played the whole game? Or we were doing the 2 QB thing where it got away from us and our quarterbacks just weren't in rhythm? What is going to happen? Because there's a guy on the other side of the field, Arch Manning, who might win the Heisman this year, who's going to go number 1 overall. I can't wait to see this game. I believe in our Sooners. Boomin Sooner Radio, I know our followers do as well. I know Coach Sean Scales said that he's excited going into this week. I know the players have also said that they're excited going into this week. And before I end the show, we're going to get a clip from Slavis and what he had to say about going into this week. But that's what's to watch out for. If you ask Samantha from Boomin Sooner Radio what she's thinking about, what she thinks the storyline is going to be, it's definitely the quarterback situation. Who's our guy? Because Slavis has another 2 years. Laletta has another 3, and I truly do think that if Laletta doesn't have the position by the end of the season, he's leaving, because this hasn't played out well. If he would have sat and not played at all, kind of like Arch Manning did his freshman season, I think this goes a lot differently. I think the talking points are a lot different, but he's been playing, So there's so much going on with this program. If we win a national championship, none of it will matter. But that's what I think we should be watching out for. And, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys Saturday. I'll see you after Saturday. I have the night show. But, man, let's root for these Sooners to get this dub against our biggest rival, Texas. And I can't wait to see what happens. Before I head out, though, here's our quarterback, Slavis, and what he had to say about this game.
Yeah, definitely a little added pressure playing Texas. I know the magnitude of this game. I'm from Florida. I'm not from Oklahoma or Texas, but, I grew up watching it. I remember what it was like when Baker was here. I remember what it was like when Kyler was here, and when Texas beat us that year, and then we played them again in the Big 12 championship, and we were able to beat them. It's a big game, I also remember a couple years ago when Caleb took the position from Spencer Rattler. It's definitely a nervy game, and if you don't come to play, someone else will. Someone else will take your position. I know that. I know that some of our fan base is a fan of Laletta. I know that some of our fan base is a fan of one of the other 3 guys at quarterback, but, I'm the starter. I just, I put the work in on the off season like everyone else, and I was able to get the nod. And here over the past couple of weeks, I feel like I kind of been getting the hang of it. And I really do appreciate Coach for giving me the job to lead this team. But to answer your question, yeah, there are some nerves, but at the same time, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to go get a win. All of our goals are set by a standard of greatness. We all believe in what we can do. We all believe in the game plan that coach implements at the beginning of the week. And this is going to be a great game. Arch Manning is on the other side. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He's leaving for the NFL after this season, so I get to play against him once. But I'm ready. I'm ready to prove the doubters wrong, and to do what my job is, which is to sling the ball all over the field and get a dub at the end of the day. But thanks for your question, guys. I'll see you after the game. Yeah, after the game, one Saturday. Peace.